Thomas Millian with part 2 of Paul's Legacy of the Churches, the epistles he wrote. The churches of Asia Minor, decline in archaeological legacy. The majority of the churches Paul wrote to were located in Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey, including the congregations in Galatia, Ephesus, and Colossae, as well as the 7 churches of Revelation, which were Pauline territory. Their fate was largely one of eventual decline. Ephesus and Colossae, these were once vital centers of early Christianity. The city of Ephesus hosted the Third Ecumenical Council and 431 Common Era, marking its long prominence. However, centuries of warfare, environmental change, silting of the harbor, and the eventual shift of power under the Byzantine Empire and later the Ottoman Empire led to their decay. Today, the city of Ephesus is a spectacular archaeological site, but the once mighty Christian community is virtually non-existent. Colossae is similar, an ancient ruin. General fate, the Christian presence in this entire region, which was the vibrant birthplace of many New Testament churches, dramatically diminished following the Turkish migrations and the fall of the Byzantine Empire. The historical churches in Anatolia largely vanished, though tiny Christian communities, mostly Greek Orthodox remnants, persist in Istanbul and southeastern Turkey. The churches of Europe, survival and transformation. In contrast to the churches of Asia Minor, those founded in Greece and Italy have a lineage that continues to the present day, though transformed into modern denominations. Rome, the church in Rome, Paul wrote to the Roman Christians before ever visiting them. This community survived the great fire of Rome and the Neronian persecution, which traditions say claimed Paul's life. Due to its location and imperial capital, the church in Rome evolved to become the seat of the Bishop of Rome, the Pope, and the center of Western Christianity, the Catholic Church. It is, without question, still operating as a major global religious center. Corinth, Philippi, and Thessalonica, modern Greece. These churches, located in the geographical heartland of early Christianity, survived the various upheavals of the first millennium. While the ancient structures have been replaced, these cities maintain continuous Christian communities and are now part of the Greek Orthodox Church, which traces its continuous history directly back to these first century foundations. The letters Paul wrote to them are preserved and venerated within their liturgy and theology. Conclusion: the survival of the Pauline churches is therefore a tale of two trajectories. Those in the East, particularly in Asia Minor, fell victim to geopolitical shifts, leaving behind powerful archaeological testimonies to their former glory. Those in the West and Greece, however, endured, transforming into institutional centers of modern Catholicism and Orthodoxy. Ultimately, Paul's greatest legacy is not the survival of the stone structures he visited, but the permanence of his inspired words. His letters successfully guided the early churches through their immediate crises, and in doing so, they provided the doctrinal framework that has sustained Christianity for 2 millenniums. So in Asia Minor, the churches didn't survive, which is modern-day Turkey, but in Italy and Greece they did. That's it for this study. Come back for more.